Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and good morning. Welcome back to the One Celtic Fans View this morning. Just double check this. There we go. It's all good on the hood. Put some lights on. Since I haven't got the lights on this morning. How well this morning? Celtic haven't announced it as yet, but Camilo Duran has been spotted at the training camp in Portugal. I'll just get the picture of the player himself. He has been spotted at the training camp by someone that's obviously there, and then they stick it up on their social media. So he is a Celt. Celtic haven't announced it as yet. It's typical Celtic, isn't it? Sign a player and then keep it a secret. Keep it a secret. Don't tell them. Just pretend that we didn't buy him, or I don't know. It's just the way that Celtic are, isn't it? Anyway, let's jump into the comments this morning because that is obviously the big news. The Karabag boss, he spoke after his team were playing last night, and he said that Camilo Duran has his own specific qualities, and we used them as much as possible. It would not have been bad if he was still here, but I was satisfied with this sale of him. They're getting good money for him. He's a player that hopefully can make a big change to the way that Celtic play, and Celtic are going to be in need of wingers when Daizen Maeda decides that, well, he's already decided, but it's when an offer is accepted by the club, Daizen Maeda will be off-ski, as they say. When we look at the transfer market so far for Celtic, it has been slow on the uptake, to say the least. We do play next Tuesday in Portugal, and that is the only game that they're playing in Portugal. And it will be interesting to see what team that Martin O'Neill does put out for that one, because you think that at this time you want to start not using the younger players as much, even though there's quite a few of them away on the pre-season trip. It's really about cementing the fact that you're wanting the first team to start and getting together for the beginning of the season now, aren't we? Let's look at the pictures from Celtic from yesterday. And Paddy Burns says, on Buzz, how many players do you think that will sign this summer? I still think that we need in the region of 10 players. We're way behind where we need to be. When you see all the players that left, and when we'll look at the squad in a minute, but the squad is threadbare going into the new season and competing on all fronts. First up is the player that gets quite a bit of hate because he's Scottish. And let's just Luke McCowan. Hope he ups. It's as if he's been working on his arms over the summer, maybe trying to get his upper body strength. Is that something that Martin O'Neill would have told Luke McCowan that he needs to do? A lot of people say that Luke McCowan, even in the Shelburne game, Luke McCowan was getting pushed off the ball. It's maybe something that he's had to work on, because Martin O'Neill just says, look, you need to get your upper physical strength to compete at this level. There's Oxlade Chamberlain turned up to the training camp in Portugal. Fantastic to see him back. It's interesting that we decided to sign him on that year. Are we just pacifying Martin O'Neill? Are we? I'm going to say it. Are we putting issues down the line for the next manager in a year's time? Because if we do sign Iniacho for one season, if we've signed Oxlade Chamberlain for one season, Callum McGregor will be coming towards the end of his career at Celtic. The next manager is going to have a lot to deal with. No matter what players Martin O'Neill brings in, the next manager is going to be up against it as well. But anyway, it was good to see Ox there. There's the man that I'm talking about, Callum McGregor. He's starting to get a bit grey, isn't he? People saying that Callum McGregor has just changed agent to the same agent that Brendan Rodgers has. Why would Callum change agent at this stage of his career when he's only got 2 years left on his playing contract at Celtic? And you would think he would hang up his boots after that. Makes you wonder What if the impossible was to happen? And I don't want them out here. No, they tried to destroy me. It's not speaking. Callum McGregor, I wonder if he will be. There's Luke McCowan again, getting some water in him. And young Osmond. I don't want a lot of weight put on his shoulders this season. I want him just to come in and super sub type stuff. I don't think we should be putting too much. Maybe he's an estate agent. But says Helen. And there's young Osmond again. Some of the younger guys, and it looks like Balak Wisha. Big season for Balak Wisha. If he doesn't make it through pre-season, he'll be sold, in my opinion. Stephen McManus taking training. He's been quite vocal through the training sessions. You know, you would think that. Pardon? Oh, they were halfway up this. They think they're friggin' monkeys, man. Catgate. Anyway, Steve McManus, yeah, he's been quite vocal through the training sessions. It's interesting to see that he, rather than Sean Maloney, and does that tell us something about the future of the coaching setup at Celtic? That McManus will be around longer in the coaching setup than Sean Maloney, because it was all speculated that Sean Maloney was going to take a job upstairs, wasn't it? So we'll wait and see let's get this season underway first before we talk about next season. And some more of the younger players. And there's Martin O'Neill donning a black Adidas cap. Where'd you get that one from, Martin? Celtic, obviously. Just needs it needs the Adidas stripes in green. So if you can get that, I need a replacement for this one, Martin. So I might even try and get it off Martin on Tuesday. Rio Hitati, I said about him there, Cameron Carter-Vickers. Cameron Carter-Vickers has been talking about the fact that Callum McGregor and Martin O'Neill were two big influences and so helpful to him over his period when he was out injured. Arne Engels, won't he still be here come the end of the transfer window? For those boots alone, he needs sold. I'm going to say it. For those boots, and just for those boots alone, Arne Engels needs sold. We'll move on. The young goalkeepers, lots to talk about. The goalkeepers at Celtic with Ross Dohan. He's not that young, he's 27-year-old. And Sinisalo. Celtic are in the market for another goalkeeper. What does it say to Sinisalo if we go out and... I can't see us spending 5 million, but there's lots of speculation to say that we will spend 5 million. I can't see it. We've spent 5 million on a goalkeeper before, and to be fair, it was... There would have been as well just taking the 5 million, splitting it between the fans, or just having an open bar at Celtic Park or something. Don't know, just have a bevy and a scran on us. 5 million quid. That'll sort out the whole fan base for about 3 games or something. We'll just give you free scran, free beer, just have a bit of a party on us, rather than throw 5 million at a goalkeeper that never played. We can all but dream, can't we? We can all just dream. Carmack's just looking for the future regarding himself and his family. Says Rab. Is he? Baz, we need a better keeper for Europe. Do you not think that? I mean, Sinisalo's number 2 for his country. You're not number 2, and well, unless you're Scotland. You're not number 2 for a country if you're not good and not getting games. And it has to be said that the 3 goalkeepers that were in the World Cup for Scotland, none of them were first choice goalkeepers. So just move on from that one. And do we need another one? Tell me in the comments, because there's James saying that we need a better keeper for Europe. We are buying a third choice goalkeeper, nothing more, says John. 2 opposing comments. It's interesting. Give me your comments in here and see what you think about the goalkeeper situation. Should we be buying a first choice goalkeeper and push Sinisalo back down and Ross Dohan? He's just the new Yeah, he's just here for the shits and giggles, it seems. But anyway, it'll all come out. There's Callum McGregor. He's looking in deep conversation with young Colby Donovan. It's interesting, that one. Is Colby Donovan? Here's an interesting one for you. Is Colby Donovan potential captain material in the future for Celtic? Can you remember seeing Callum McGregor when he was a young player coming through the ranks at Celtic, and when he stepped up, I think that everyone kind of knew that Callum McGregor was going to be captain one day. Could Colby Donovan fit that void in the future? The Scottish fullback captain of Celtic. Ooh. Morning Baz, Celtic have the money. If they want to go far in Europe, we need to spend big, says the Manchester. I want a keeper to fight for the number one. It helps get the best out of both. I think Sinisalo still deserves game time, says Michael. Scoops says no. Did Calmac change his agent to the same as Ange? I'm not sure if it was the same as Ange or if it was the same as Brendan. It was the same. I thought it was Brendan, but I may be wrong. Colby would need to be a different captain than Callum. Of course he would. And Michelle says it's the same as Brendan. Yeah, so there we go. Probably asking him for a loan of his. I'm not reading that comment out. But anyway, who was it said? Scoops says no. It doesn't think that he could be a potential captain in the future. I think we'll wait and see. Oxlade Chamberlain is one thing for sure. Oxlade Chamberlain will never be captain of Celtic because he's far too old and he's only going to be here for a year. And that is, and oh, there's Paulo Bernardo and Arne Engels. Yeah, I still say that Arne Engels needs sold just for those boots alone. Little forgotten man. Big season for him. He needs to step up. If he doesn't get game time at Celtic this year, he will be gone. And James Forrest, still kicking around. Happens to us all, James. I remember when your thighs were way bigger than that. It's an age thing, pal. Do you know, it happens to the best of us, mate. Welcome to the your thighs are reducing club. Remember, Forrest's thighs used to be like about the size of my waist, man. They were huge. But anyway, that is. Oh, there's a forgotten man. Talking about forgotten men. It's going to be an interesting pre-season for this gentleman who has been in and out of Celtic, told he wasn't good enough, banished by Brendan, and I seen an epic picture of Bernardo and Duran in the hotel last night. Can't believe he's not been announced yet, says Michael. Talking about the picture of Duran. I'll click back up there. Just check if that's the. It's just the Arne Engels and Oxlade Chamberlain and some of the younger ones. And that is it. When we look at the fixtures, Celtic are 4 days. Only 4 days. Let's just share the screen. Stop grumping, please, at the kittens. When you look at the Celtic website, we are 4 days and 8 hours, 44 minutes and 38 seconds away from, and there is a delay on this, by the way, so just to let you know, because people say, right, come on, leave her, stop annoying people. Jesus, I'm sure I said I didn't want them out here, but anyway, that worked out well, didn't it? Right, that is your big Celtic news this morning. Celtic have signed the player, but they haven't told anyone yet. Celtic will be pushing to try and get in some more players. It is all about the game on Tuesday for a lot of people. Are you going to Portugal? Tell me in the comments. Let's just get some of the comments before we go. No one knows what's going on at Celtic, so there's no point in saying so because no one knows. I didn't say that I knew what was going on at Celtic. I think that just you replying to commenters. James Forrest is my favourite player of Celtic, says Alan. Brendan Rodgers loves himself, in my opinion. Montgomery will not make it. Was that fault for the Shelburne goal? Defo think, yeah. Do you not think that Montgomery will make it? Mm. Don't know what's going on. Duran better not be be a bronzed Lewis Palmer. Well, he's Colombian, so be interesting to see how his tan lasts in Glasgow. Oh, shall I have a bet? Whose tan fades faster? His or mine? It'll be mine. Always will be. Because I'm blonde, he's dark haired. So yeah, Duran better not be a bronzed Lewis Palmer, says Robert. What's with the girlish chat? That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Rocky is good enough. Brendan is full of because he didn't like him. I have seen enough of him. He's decent, says James. Hopefully we'll get Sporting in the Champions League. Be green and white all over the city. That'll be interesting. Celtic comms team are smoking too much. Slow asses. Daily Record says we have no interest in Bowie. Thankfully, I said that there's no way that Celtic, who had the chance to buy Bowie for 6 million, are going to pay between 10 and 13 million. Not a chance. Not a chance. I thought the kittens were Spanish and they couldn't understand what that's what it is. They understand Scottish, mate. It's all they know, to be fair, is Scottish. Free the, don't start with the cats. They're annoying the dog. Echo and Duran to be announced the same day. Free the cats. Right, I'm getting off the chat. It says, was Rio in training yesterday? Yes, he was that. From what I've seen, Duran's got the flair and likes to take on his man, which we lacked, especially on the right. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Baz, you were on about merchandise. I got my new strip from Sweden with the Champions League patches for 40 quid. Awesome. I'll need to have a word with my local looky man. See if they can acquire Celtic tops for the summer. Baz, would you pay 6 million for Bowie? Said James. I would have paid 6 million back at in the winter window. I wouldn't pay 10 to 13 million for him, and I don't think that Celtic were. Can't read too much into pre-season's game. No, it's just more of a jolly, and Celtic have missed the boat on Bowie. Yes, it's our transfer reach definitely. Right, that is me done and dusted for this morning. Celtic have not announced this man as yet, even though he's been pictured at the training camp, and we just we just wait and see. Celtic will tell us something at some point. They'll probably have him playing the game, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, we forgot to announce." Surely they'll announce him today. I mean, they haven't done it. Just double check the website. They've got a bad habit of doing this to me first thing in the morning. I just come off it. No, it's just the Portugal training camping, and that's it. Anyway, that's me done and dusted for this morning. Thank you to everyone who has been on the live this morning. They're quite quiet at this time of year. It's always the same. July, everybody's on holiday. Nobody's thinking Celtic stuff, and everybody's just like, yeah. Well, if you're going to Portugal, come say hi. On that note, have an absolutely fantastic day, Celtic fans, wherever you are, all around the world.